Here we have a couple scenes from the neighborhood. Now, let's add some effects to these clips. So foremost, we need to make sure that we have our effects panel open, as well as our effects controls panel open. Now the effects panel, we will find all of the effects at our disposal. And the effects controls panel will allow us to fine-tune and have control over the effects that we apply. So before we add any effects, let's take a look at what the effects controls panel can do for us. There are actually quite a few options without applying any additional effects, but you need to make sure that your clip is selected in order for you to access effect controls. As you can see, when we switch between clips, the effect controls panel updates depending on which clip is selected. All of these numbers in blue are the values that can be edited. For example, rotation is at 0.0, and that means that the clip is not rotated at all. But we can edit that value by clicking on the blue number and entering in 10. After pressing enter, we can see that the clip has rotated 10 degrees. I'm going to hit Ctrl Z to undo what we just did and show you another way to edit the values. Instead of clicking on the number and entering in 10 on our keyboard, we can actually click and drag and pull our mouse to the right and then pull our mouse to the left. This action is called scrubbing. Scrubbing can be used to edit any of these values. With scale, we can scrub to the right or left, or enter in 150. Position, there is an X value first, and then a Y value second. Let's add a new effect to this clip. In the effects panel, you can find all of the effects that are available to you in the Adobe Premiere program. So let's just browse under video effects. Let's go under transform and crop. You can click and drag an effect from the effect panel and drop it into the effect controls panel. I'm going to Command Z. Or I can click and drag and apply it to the video clip in the timeline, and you can see it pops up in the effect controls. Or while I have my clip selected, I can simply double click and it will apply itself. Video transition effects can be applied between two clips. So let's add a transition between these first two clips. I'm going to close some of these folders here and click on the clip who I want to apply the effect to. Under video transitions and dissolve, let's do a cross dissolve. I'm going to quick hit the space bar to preview what it looks like. Alright, that went kind of quick. Let's see again. Yeah, that's still a little too quick for me. So, I can extend the duration of the transition by clicking on the effect in the timeline. Now, I'm actually going to go to the edge here, maybe zoom in a little bit. I can pull this effect out to lengthen the duration of the fade. Let's zoom back out and take a look. There are so many effects, each with its own uniquely customizable options in effect controls. I would suggest taking some time and exploring all of the effects, seeing what you can find, seeing what you can come up with. Today we have learned how to manipulate our clips in EffectsControls, as well as how to apply new effects with the Effects panel.